in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the inside give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now, let's go. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Looking to throw. The screen, and watch out. Breaks into the open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the fullback. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a... defenders.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Bruins line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Handoff to the lone back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Tigers with myriad options. Wide receiver going in motion. They give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Fires to the tight end. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage. looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the left side. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UCLA!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan State looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, one pothole after another. They're trailing by 14 to LSU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Looking downfield on first.
Running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Under fire. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Going for 6. Touchdown, Clemson. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The corners are walked up tight. Back to pass. Buys a little time. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. He's at touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Looking for room at the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Offense, quick tempo.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last.
There he goes. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Quarterback moving. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. The screen, he can go. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium, but sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Throws to the back. He's got him this time. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking for room. It's Lewis. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
They'll move the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. The sweet feet buy a little time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Snap from the gun on third down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, UCLA. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know you got a chance to tie this football game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. Lions on the move. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. These corners going to give them some space. Steps away to find some room. That's caught. It's Flores. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bruins will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Rides the back and leads it on the option. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Flores. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. Got to be able to make good decisions. You got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Dances away. He'll pull it down. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. They'll make the stop about a yard short on the 1st down. Well, they were counting on the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Bruins send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Running to the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Wants to go up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing forward, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff to the lone back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
On the option. Slithers into space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Really nice job there getting some yards with his legs. It makes it so difficult to stop this Clemson offense. And for years now, you've had to worry about all the NFL talent they've been recruiting at the wide receiver and running back positions and tight end positions. But how about when you've got a quarterback that can hurt you throwing the ball and running it as well? This guy makes it so difficult on defenses.
Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Matthews. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give on the option. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. At the 20, he's got space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
At the 36, first down for the offense.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. He's looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They're going to run it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Trying to power it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation. They practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up. You have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And this one is perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The play-action fake. Got his man on the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Let's see what they do on third down. To the air, it's Underwood. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Lost a throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
If I'm a defense, I want to play conservative in these situations. Obviously, it's such a long yardage situation. I don't want to give up that many yards. I got to get the guy on the ground. Really nice effort by the running back, making him miss and, getting all those positive yards. But I got to play conservatively in those situations.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for them.
What a disappointment. No good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Now improvising. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. 3rd and long. He's going to have to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Right back to the well. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
35. UCLA 27.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And some room to work. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like, this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He's taking a deep shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think